Gizzo, you already know what time it is, man. It's your boy, Grown Man Business. And listen, you can tap in, you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest, and I suggest you tap in. So let's get right into it. Salute, salute. Look, man, I wasn't even gonna stay that long, but you know, it is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be at all times. Baby boy, man,
Again,
hold on.
it was her protest, not yours.
Baby boy, I talked to baby boy. He charged me back up. He definitely charged daddy back up. So we gonna get into it. We gonna play ball. Uh, so look, man, you already know how you do when you come to this channel. You already know how you do when you come here. Salute to all the new subs. Salute to all the new subs, man. We only going up, constant elevation at all times. You already know what it is. And salute to all the day ones. Salute to all the investors. The investors. Now listen, if you new, you're probably wondering, like, investor, what do we mean, investor? Hold on, let me plug in real quick. Let me plug in, just so I'm on point. Investor, yeah. So, you already know, man, the two highest forms of currency is, okay, yeah. The time and energy. Time and energy, two highest forms of currency. Your time. When you sub, you know what I'm saying, and you tune in, you're giving your time and your energy. And that's all I need. That's all we need. You feel me? To get on code. That's all we need to really know what it is and what it ain't. So we just gonna jump into a couple things. We're not gonna stay too long, but I was talking about the PNB Rock situation. I want all the new subs to know, you know, we diverse. We do it all over here. We do it all over here. You feel me? So even with this live, we're gonna talk about the PNB Rock joint real quick, and then we're gonna start hopping around. Yeah, it is what it is, and it'll be what's gonna be. So PNB Rock, we all know what happened. We all saw what happened with PNB Rock. Is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be, right? Even all the way down to the girlfriend. But what I want to home in on, and the angle that I want to take real fast is watch how all of the bloggers from Cali, watch the bloggers from Cali. Watch how everybody, because everybody from Cali right now, that bloggers, anybody, the streets, everybody's like, yo, if the Philly boys come out here, it's gonna be a war. Oh, it's gonna be a war. They even saying, I mean, it's real. Like, they're saying, like, if the Philly guys come out there, then the gangs are gonna unite. They're gonna unite to fight the Philly boys. If that was to ever happen. Now if you ask me, I don't think that's gonna happen. I I would hope that doesn't happen. You know, for all I know is his family out there trying to get the body, trying to handle business, trying to get the body. He was a Muslim and stuff like that, right? Cool. But it just was mind-boggling to me that them Cali boys, even the bloggers, the Cali boys was so hyped and ready to unite to fight somebody. And I just feel like that's the same energy y'all need to make this violence die down. It's a war zone in Cali, just from what I'm hearing. You already know, it is what it is. All money ain't good money. So I ain't going, yeah, all money ain't good money, my G. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. It is what it is. So you know, if y'all could take that same energy, the same energy, even to find that man Chains, where that man Chains at. You got to understand something. I get it. I'm from the hood. I 10 toes down at all times, right? So I understand people get shot every day, B. I understand niggas get shot every day, B. But what happened to PNB Rock, that was a tragedy. Not just because he got shot, because again, people get shot every day. It was a tragedy because of how cold-blooded it was. How not just for PNB Rock, but for everybody that was in that Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles, for all the babies and all the kids that was in there, for the elderly people that was in there, spreading their butter on on their biscuits and their waffles, my G. It was horrific. It was a tragedy because you got multiple different families that's now traumatized. You're gonna have whoever was in that building, they not gonna be able to go sit down and eat in a restaurant for a while, especially them. So it is what it is. So that's what I mean when I say it's a tragedy. That something like that happening should evoke that kind of spirit in y'all. Like, listen, you saw what happened to PNB Rock. We got to stop this violence, bro. you can't never stop all the violence, but it's out of hand. And then y'all should band together, do whatever y'all need to do. I won't even tell you to march, whatever it is y'all do on the West Coast, and y'all get that under control. But instead, these, you know what I'm saying? I don't even want to say black. I don't know who they. It could be black. They could be Samoan. I don't know, Mexicans. They willing to band together to fight some more people and do more damage. So you got to step back and watch these things from afar. Like, you know, we all on the outside looking in, so we can see it pretty clear. I know I can see through the smoke and mirrors very clearly. And again, like I told y'all, when you come over here, it's time and energy. It's time and energy. So salute to everybody that, you know, been in my presence and been able to have dialogue, have them conversations. These conversations get had all the time. We on the outside looking in. That thing that happened with PNB Rock was tragic, man. It was that was outlandish. That would spark the spirit and, you know, yo, we gotta stop this joint right now. Yo, okay, 60s, 50s, Bloods, Pyro, whatever it is, we need to have a meeting. That's all. Listen, to all the Cali bloggers that's having in their feelings right now about what's going on. That's all everybody really is only trying to do from the outside looking in. Like, bro, y'all OGs need to get whoever is in charge. If it's the youngins, who's in charge, bro? That's just how I am. That's the type of man I am. When I come into a situation, who is in charge? We need to talk to the manager. Okay, well, you can't handle it. The manager can't handle it. Then we need to go over your head. Who is your boss? I say that all the time. You ask my old lady. We in the establishment somewhere. Who is your boss? Because I want to talk to the boss of the bosses. I need to talk to the top, my G. Salute. You feel what I'm saying? So y'all, again, watch these blogs. Watch the people from the West Coast, because that's where it's all going down at right now. I was saying the same thing about New York some months ago, and before they start running up in them apartments. I already told y'all what happened. You saw what happened up there. So we all looking. Same thing with Chicago. We all looking like, where's all these guns coming from? It's no hate, my G. We're actually just concerned. And that was going to have me land this plane with the PNB Rock. When people start looking at y'all situation and start having opinions and saying certain things, it's really because they concerned. Y'all worried about how they saying it. Y'all not taking the message. Y'all worried about how the message is being delivered. And that's the problem. When it come to grown man business, grown men, not, you know, we going to watch our tone with the wife, man. You're going to watch your tone with the babies because they might get scared. You don't want to roar too loud for the babies and the ladies. But when we talking grown man business, bro, we can talk like this. We can talk like this, man. You put the babies to sleep. You get wifey nice and put her to sleep. And then you come have grown man business. And we set the standard for the babies and the women to follow. That's all I was saying. Hey, who the OGs so we can get 12 OGs in the room? We can get 12 OGs out of Cali, all Compton, Crip, who cares? Who the OGs? Get them in the room. What need to happen, dog? Okay, you controlling that area, then you responsible for that area. One of your little gunners get out of pocket, you gonna either take care of that or we gonna take care of you. Sick. Okay, you running the 60. Okay, you handling that. That's you. You make sure that's under control. We about to get this whole thing under control right now. In 4 weeks, 1 month, we should have this thing under control. That's what men do. Y'all got the house a mess. Niggas coming home from work, the house a mess. You ain't saying nothing. The kids just running around. The kids just doing what they want to do in the house. And y'all like, okay, so cool, man. It is what it is. It is what it is. That's the example of getting on code. We're gonna get into that as well. See, I was about to go to sleep because I told my wife, I chopped it up with my son. I told my wife, I'm tired. I'm still tired, right? But when I talked to my son, he charged me up. Baby boy charged me up. Because when I look at him, I'm like, shit, what you think? So what you think? Man, my son coming up, so what you think? Who gonna paint? I'm gonna paint the narrative for that. That's a whole nother video. Oh, baby boy gonna be a beast. Baby boy gonna be like this. Oh yeah, Christopher. Well, my daddy said there was already black people here. That's what my son. See, all right. So that's all I'm saying. We gonna set the standard for the babies and the women and the youngsters who are out of control, the adolescents. We don't want to leave them out. They the ones doing it. Come on, that boy had to be a youngster doing a crime like that. He had to be a youngster. So I'm talking about the adolescents too. We set the tone for them. Who is that little youngster that did that? Where's the chains at? Y'all don't, these dudes talking about if Philly gonna come to Cali. Where's that man chains at? I would be looking at everybody suspect. Where the chains at? Y'all ain't really making no effort to make nothing happen. All right, cool. So now you should know how to move when you in LA if you didn't know already. Me personally, all money ain't good money. It's too much money. You ain't gotta go to LA to get, man, it's too much paper out here. You crazy? Who going, I don't do award shows. I ain't trying to be at the BET award show. Trust me, I done seen all that. It's all acting. I've been to an MTV Music Award. It's not what you think. It's not what you see on TV. I was there when Jay-Z and Beyonce and Blue Ivy and all them was there. I was in Inglewood. I've been in Cali. I've been up and through LA. In real life. This is real life. If my old lady was here, she'd say it. She'd tell you. MTV Music Awards, Inglewood. Whenever they had it in Inglewood. I don't remember the year. It is what it is. I was out there. So, you know, I'm not going to stay on that too long. But that's all I'm just looking at them like, wow, these dudes is really hyped and upset about people being upset about their family. And y'all ain't even produced a man change to say, yo, niggas found the change faster in New York. Yeah, man got his, little young boy got his chains, took him. Them boys from the Bronx came up with his chain. It's that simple. The young boy, what is it, J Almighty? One of these youngsters, man, I don't know. He was in New York. I seen the videos maybe a year or so ago. He got beat up. Youngsters took his chain, some youngsters. Hour or two later, a day later, his chains came up. Simple. Okay, so is that too much to ask? Okay, cool. Now y'all should know how y'all moving out there. If you want to go get that kind of money, you know what come with that. I don't take all money. I'm gonna get money, but I don't take all money. So that money, I'm good on that. I don't even want to touch it. I don't want to smell it. I don't even want to swipe it. Cool. So, boom. You know what I mean? That's just an angle I had to get off because it is what it is, bro. Y'all not standing on grown man business, and y'all sounding like some pros, some professionals. This is YouTube, and the algorithm is sensitive. So the professionals, you sound like them. Yeah, you sound like a pro. Oh, that's pro. Handle business. Where the business at? Okay, y'all ain't gonna handle business. All right. So everybody know that the business ain't gonna get handled. Okay, cool. All right, so moving on, right? I want to give a big shout out, bro. I want to give a big shout out to Tariq Nasheed, right? And Flacco. Oh, Flacco from Adam 22. Adam, no jumper. Oh, yeah, that right's done. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we got that. The dinner's being cooked. Y'all already know how I give it up. Right? But Adam, Flacco, the African boy from Adam 22. See, this is the thing, man. It's no hate, and it's all love, especially on YouTube. But the rhetoric, the ideology, it's all love. It's always been love from our standpoint. So with Flacco, I said Flacco is a marshmallow. I still believe Flacco is a s'more. I believe Flacco in academics are s'mores. I do believe academics said that he's not never been into that. Academics said he is a s'more. It's okay to be a s'more. Everybody is not gonna be gangster. Everybody's not gonna be from the streets. Everybody. So that's only way I say those things is to separate myself from the bunch. I'm just a little YouTuber, but I've been hands-on. I know how I feel. I know what it is. So the things they talking about, I could really talk. Okay, yeah, but salute to Flacco. Because Flacco has been bringing on Tariq Nasheed. Now, Flacco is an African, and the reason why I salute Flacco is because I have some disagreements with him, but one thing I can agree with is his honesty. He was honest about his elders and the people that come up, that his grandmothers, his great-grandmother, all his family members. He was honest about how racist, how much they don't like black people. He's an African. I think he's from Nigeria, Ghana. He's one of them areas like everybody that over here is from. Respectfully, you understand? And he admitted to that. He has long, deep conversations with Tariq Nasheed. Now, this is the thing with me. I like that a lot of, I'm going to bring the game to you, but I get it from everywhere. This is a fire interview. I suggest you go watch it, but while you're here with me, I want to home in on a point. And I'm going to say this. For the next few days, I'm going to home in on points on my lives from this interview. That's why I'm telling y'all about the interview. Flacco, Tariq Nasheed, it's easy to find on Adam 22's channel. Now, this is the thing what you gotta understand, right? It's very informative, my G. Oh man, the things that you learn when you get the information it's just in abundance. And the more you get, the more clear you can see. So even in this interview, it's a lot of things that I was abrupt. I had privy to, but it was cleaned up and buffered out and gave me I'm talking about the clearest view, the clearest, my G. So we gonna home into some points, and this point is about like, Governor DeSantis, right, in Florida, the whole situation with the immigrants that came in, and he sent them off to other states that accept the immigrants, the illegal or whatever, I don't know, right? And we got open borders. That's crazy. But anyway, and he talked about the employment crisis, how when you let these people come into this country with open borders, how it affects the employment. Oh, now trust me. I know it get deep, it get wicked, and it's always deeper than rap. So I just want to play a quick clip, and then I'm gonna give y'all my multiple angles on it. I'm gonna give y'all my perspective because I seen it with my own eyes, bro. And I want to brush across that before we move on to. So you already know. This is right here. I ain't going nowhere. Salute. I ain't going nowhere. Hold on.
Right out here. So address that.
Listen.
And then we can have a real conversation.
I mean, definitely, man. Listen, now, like we've pretty much covered in all the conflicts and nonsense. But now let's get to the state of the culture.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Tariq, you have to.
Here in LA, there was a story in the LA Times last week talking about how there's so much systematic racism against black people in the workforce out here in LA with Latino supervisors. There's a real big thing where there's lawsuits all over the place where these Latino supervisors and people at these employment places are discriminating against black people left and right out here. So address that, and then we can have a real conversation.
Okay, boom. All right, so what he said, if you didn't hear it, he said in California right now, it's thousands of lawsuits from discrimination claims, from Mexican supervisors firing and not hiring black people. Because again, like I said, if you look into my past videos, and again, we gonna get into this, but for the new subscribers, I didn't want y'all to think it was all about, celebrity PM. We do it all over here when you step in. We do it all over here, my G. Salute. Make sure you do your thing. You see it in the videos. So they was firing the black people, the Mexican supervisors. They're not hiring in there, firing the black people in there, discriminating in California, right? To where all these people are unemployed and they are now drawing up lawsuits against all of these companies. And it resonated with me, my G. I always said I disagree with open borders. I've been around the world. I've been, 24 hours away from, I'm talking about, I was in Thailand so far that I would lose like an hour ahead or an hour behind. So I done traveled. And nowhere in the world they have open borders, my G. That's first and foremost. That's the first thing. America, just like hip hop, we got open borders. We gonna get into hip hop. That's next. We got open borders where we let everybody come in and participate in this thing, and they just get to come. But that right there kills the economy. Look at the state of hip hop. Oh, they killed the economy because we let everybody in. Look at the state of America because we have open borders. Okay. So when he said that about the jobs, it resonated with me because I tell y'all and everybody that rocks with me knows that I was getting money in Philly for some years. When I was like 29, I got a blessing, a promotion, and I moved to Philadelphia. Oh, I went to Philadelphia, the home of P&B Rock. I got out there, I'm a real one, so I'm only gonna attract real ones. So I started meeting real dudes from Philly, and I started getting money working on a shipyard in Philly. Now, when I first got to Philly, it was a white guy named Micah. Yeah, M-I-K-A. I said the same thing when I first met him. I didn't know if it was real. He showed me his ID card. His name was Micah. Salute to Micah. He was cool with me. You know what I'm saying? He was a foreman. He worked construction, right? Building oil tankers. Oh, listen. It was another guy named Topo. Topo was a Mexicano. Topo was a Mexicano, man. He was a Mexicano. He told me that Topo means raccoon eyes. Topo means raccoon eyes. That's what he told me. I don't know. I don't speak Spanish. Right? Whatever. So it's Micah Topo. Topo had a whole gang of Mexicans. Now, mind you, I could talk about this now. I could talk about this now. It is what it is. Okay, so when we first started, it was some black guys on the crew. Michael was a white guy. It was a few Mexicans. And on all the other crews as well, on the shipyard, on the Navy yard, where we was making a lot of money. I was making like $1,400 a week. Every Friday, $1,400. Every Friday, right? The laborers out there was making union money, making the same amount of money. You start off as a laborer, making about $9,000 to $1,000 a week, just not knowing nothing. Okay, let me get into this. So after a year of working out there, Micah was gone, the white guy. Micah was gone, and the whole crew that I worked on, the whole job, night and day shift, was all Mexicanos that Topo had brought from Mexico. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, Topo is a supervisor. Topo is a general manager. Topo is a white hat big guy. Listen what I'm saying. So now I'm there. Now, mind you, it was a few black guys here with me that started with me. Me, maybe 5 other black guys. Next thing you know, I the only black guy there. And now you bring in a few other black guys. And maybe it's 3 of us or maybe 4. Me, Face. The other boy, I can't think of his name. But it was like 4 black guys. All Mexicans. And listen what I'm telling you. They was vicious. Like the black guy, they were fired. They just ended up liking us. We had a couple guys we ended up having on our belt, but they maybe like you, man. You know, and they like you, and I'm a cool cat. But I stand on business. So the Mexicans that I work with, and I learned a lot from the Mexicans. They ended up having to respect me because I put hands on a few of them. Oh yeah, I was fresh out of Norfolk, Virginia, my G. They was talking weird and that weird attitude they was bringing from Mexico because a lot of the Mexicanos didn't speak any English, my friend. Topo was bringing all Mexican. Now mind you, he bringing them, bro. They'll fire you tomorrow. They'll fire you today and have a Mexican named Jose from Mexico with no English here tomorrow. And Jose will have nothing. They give him a whole tool set. Give him tools. Give him boots. Yo, and then he'll be making like $28 an hour, and they'll take like $1,000 out of his check and give him the rest every week. I watched the Mexicans do this. So when he said that, it resonated for me all the way on the East Coast, all the way on the East Coast in Philly. You understand? That's what happens when so I salute Florida. Because y'all come over here. Well, we gonna send you to the states where y'all can do that at. You can't do that. No. It ain't gonna happen. I watched it with my own eyes. And then it got to the point where, like, this is the thing what you gotta understand. Oh, I'm freezing. Let me know if I'm freezing, let me know. This is the thing what you gotta hold on, let me check. This is the thing what you gotta understand, bro. Once they get in, it's hard to get them out, bro. And it's hard to get a job. You understand? So I would go get haircuts. I would go get haircuts in Philly because, again, I'm living in Philadelphia. I'm enjoying Philadelphia, right? And I would go get haircuts in Philly. And I would talk to the guys in Philly. I would talk to them. And they would tell me, yo, I can't find a job. Oh, man. Okay, cool. They would tell me, right, yo, I can't find, I'm going to make sure. They would tell me, yo, I can't find a job. I can't, mind you, I'm from Virginia. I got Virginia tags on my car. I'm in a barbershop with a bunch of Philly dudes that live in Philly. I'm telling them about the Navy route. They don't know what I'm talking about. I'm seeing all these Mexicans come in with no experience. They don't even speak English. And then the black dudes at the barbershop would be asking me where I'm getting, because I'm coming in the barbershop, and I got a pocket full of, bruh, you got to mind, I'm like 28, 29. You know, a lot of us, man, it take us a little longer to fully, like, mentally develop. So even at 28, 29, I'm still like a little bit young, like immature in some ways. And, you know, I'm in Philly. I got the drive. I had a Camaro T-top joint. I'm riding through Philly. I'm doing what I like to do. I'm single. I'm I met my wife when I was in, you know, living in Philly. I'm running, I'm meeting people, I'm doing things. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm talking to them and they like, man, how you getting money? What you doing out here? I'm like, man, I'm out here working. I'm like, yo, I'm out here working, I'm getting money, I'm, you know, whoop-de-wop. They like, where you working at? Cause they were surprised that I came all the way from Virginia all the way to Philly to a rundown, poverty-stricken like Philly is. That's why not even to go back to PNB Rock, but it's shocking to me that he even was slipping that hard coming from a town like Philly. You know what I'm saying? So I was telling them like, yo, go get it, job on the shipyard, whoop on the Navy Yard over there, and they could not get on. The Mexicans had, and by the time it was over, the land this plane, right? By the time it was over, I was out there probably for about 5 years. Good working. I'm talking about, I worked the night shift, I worked the day shift. I'm talking about, man, I got in good. I got it good with Topo. Topo ended up being like an ex, some kind of, you know, ex, I don't know what, he was like a drug dealer. Topo had got caught with like 100 pounds of some weed in Chicago or something. He ended up getting locked up. This when it was starting to fuck, because these Mexicans, I'm gonna give y'all some game. These Mexicans had it so down packed to where they would come. They had it where Topo had these Mexicans coming in and he would let them go home. You know what I'm saying? So these Mexicans would go be in Mexico for like 2 weeks and they'll be getting paid and Topo would be writing them down on the, like Topo had this. So towards the end, the shipyard start getting like wind of this, because they was, one thing about the Mexicans, they gonna use that nose, they gonna do that powder. Oh, they love that, but they was getting, so they got real comfortable in the shipyard, start figuring things out, and then they did an investigation, you know what I'm saying, and everything fell apart. And yeah, it went that but I mean, they had it like this for a couple years. When I tell you, they probably all made like $250,000. They all was walking. I'm talking about, they had, bruh. And again, the thing about it, why I ended up staying so long too, I stood on business. I don't play with no powder. I don't do no drugs like that. I don't play no games like that. And I put my hands on you. And it was a couple of them that we had like words on the shipyard, but I didn't want to lose my job, and I did. They had to stand, was paying our per diem, had to stand in these hotels. So it was a couple of them I caught after work in the hotel. Talk about, hey man, what's going on, man? What's going on, man? I heard you do this, my cousin, man. Hey, hey, I don't drink Modelo's, my G. I don't get drunk like that. I don't care what is you talking like that, drunk or not, I'm gonna pound you out. That's what I was doing. But not only was I doing that, it was the fact that I was there before all of them. Like I told you, when I first got there, it was a white guy named Micah. It was a bunch of black guys. It was a couple other white guys. Maybe it was like 2 Mexicans. It was, bro, I'm talking about the whole shipyard. The welders was white. They was like Russian or something. Everybody, the scaffold, we was the scaffolder guys. The welders, the painters, everybody was like white and black. And then in like a year, my G, 1 year, 12 months, the whole Navy Yard was Mexicans. And it was so many Mexicans, I was trying to learn Spanish, bro. Yo, yo, it was so many Mexicans straight from Mexico that I was literally trying and starting to learn Spanish. Like, I learned how to count in Spanish. I don't know how to say poquito. That means a little bit. I was learning, bro. And then in another little bit of time, I would have had to, because it was no way for me to really stay up there because everybody on the crew was Spanish and they ain't speak no English. And we in America, we in Philadelphia. It was that outright, bro. I can't, okay. So, you know, that's going to lead me off. You know, at that point right there, I'm going to go into a few other points that they did in this video. You know, like they talked about how in Puerto Rico, and even not just in Puerto Rico, but in the States, you know, the Mexicans classify themselves as Caucasian. Did y'all know that? Did y'all know that the Mexicans classify themselves as Caucasians over here when they fill out job applications or like on their ID cards. I did not know that, bro. In a high percent, like 80% of them, and in Puerto Rico. That is wild to me. So in Puerto Rico, 80%, and I started thinking about it. I started looking into it, and I seen a picture of Sammy Sosa, and he looked, bruh, I ain't never know Sammy Sosa look like that right now. Sammy Sosa look like a white Mexican, like a white Cuban, dog. So, that's going. I'm gonna now mind you. That's gonna lead me into this next angle. Oh, that's gonna lead me into the next angle. That's gonna segue me. You already know, but this is live, so we ain't gotta do all that. You know what I'm saying? So they classify as white. The majority of the Mexicans out here in the United States, they classify as white. And not only that, right? Back in the day, in the early 1900s, whenever it was, you can do your research on it. The U.S. offered the Mexicans citizenship, like legal citizenship here back in the day. But they was gonna be called, like, they was trying to figure out a name for them. They was trying to figure out what to call them, Mexican Americans, so whatever they was gonna give them. Now, this would have made them legal citizens here, but they didn't want to be classified as Mexican American or anything Mexican. They wanted to be classified as Caucasians. Now with that point, that's not the young Mexicans, but their ancestors. The ancestors fought to be able to classify as white, even though they're not white Caucasian people, but as far as job applications, as far as what your citizenship on this land type thing, they would classify as Caucasian. They do, even to this day. And I was kind of flabbergasted about. Now, I asked a couple Mexicans, and they told me it's the truth. I asked Mexicans, bro. I'm gonna ask you. I know Mexicans. I'm not racist or anything. I know all different type of races, and they love me. And I just didn't know that. And it blew my mind because everybody always want to point to slavery. Oh, y'all was slaves. This, that, third. I ain't never seen a slave boat. I ain't never seen a slave ship. I don't know, man. You know what I'm saying? All these headquarters, it would have to been a lot of headquarters, bro. A lot of headquarters for people to sleep. I mean, these houses would be all over. We would be able to see right in the country, right there where old slave quarters was at. These people was indentured servants. A lot of the so-called slaves was Negro farmers. Oh, that's a whole nother thing. But everybody likes to try to, and let's say it was slavery. The thing is, we eat that. We say, yo, if that really did happen, I don't know if this really the truth or not. We'll eat that. We were slaves, okay. But look where we are now. That's what we do. We stand and take what they say happened to us. But Mexicans is classified, and Puerto Ricans, Latinos, because it was Latinos, Puerto Rico, and Mexicans. That's the only one that they specific, like right there. So y'all want to talk about slavery, but y'all ancestors, shameful, my G. It's shameful. And I'm gonna that's gonna lead me into the hip hop thing. But listen what I'm saying. It makes me think. It makes my wheels turn because again, I got a son. I was about to go lay it down. My wife, no. I told her I'm about to lay down. But when I talk to my son and he look at me, I'm Superman to him. I'm Superman. My son, I can tell how he watched me move. That he like, wow, man, I could be that. He already do that. So when I talk to him, I get charged up. So I'm gonna probably take a bath now. I'm gonna just chill out, finish. I'm gonna eat my food. I was gonna go lay down. But I'm gonna do my thing, and now I'm chopping it with y'all because we got to keep this real, G. One of the reasons why I realized one of the reasons why they really disdain for us, they really dislike us, is because we actually stand in the face of our history, real American history. It's not just black history. Our history is American history. It's American. You understand? Okay, and we stand on that, but it's hard. They can't even face this. Think about it. So right now, if you was to just run down on some Puerto Ricans, look at even Africans, not just Puerto Ricans, it's a lot of people classifying as Caucasian. I was shocked, bro. I always filled out an application honestly, bro. I never thought like, yo, let me just put, my name is not, I don't have like a hood name. You know what I'm saying? If you knew my real name, be like, yo, like, you know what I'm You feel what I'm saying? But I never thought, every time I filled out an application, I never thought to myself, like, I never knew it was possible, bro, to do that and get away with it. So you a Mexican and you classifying as white. Okay. All right, I'm going to leave that out again. We're not going to go 3 hours tonight. But I have to drop it's on my chest. I'm hearing it, I'm feeling it, and then I got to bring it to the people, my G. And then I feel better. All right. So that's going to extend me, and that's going to segue me into the hip hop thing. All right, let's get into this hip hop thing. Okay, we talked about, you know what I'm saying, the Mexicans. We talked about the immigration. We talked about time and energy, the highest forms of currency. I'm gonna give y'all that again at the end. And you know, we talked about the Mexicans classifying as white, the Mexicans illegal immigrants taking over the jobs. We can't have open borders. Okay, so now we're gonna go into this hip hop thing because I needed to get, especially the job thing, but especially the classifying this Caucasian thing. I needed to put that out there first and then go ahead and bring it into the hip hop thing. Because my son's not gonna know these lies that, no. Yes, Mr. Williams, can I, yeah, go ahead. Yeah, my dad said that it was black people here in America before Christopher Columbus came to America, that it was black people here. Can you explain that to me, Mr. Williams? I was just trying to understand. That's what my son is going to be saying in school. It is what it is. It is what it is. So this hip hop thing, right? The other day I'm in the living room. Y'all done been around the house. Y'all don't steal. All my investors, they done been around the house, right? 96-inch screen, right? I'm sitting in the living room. I'm watching this big ass screen. Excuse my language. And I'm watching Sports Center. And boom, a breakdancing, beatboxing championship appears on Sports Center. There was breakdancing. It was breaking, the championship of breaking, and it was all this breakdancing going by. And again, the red flags, and my wheels start turning. You know, my wheels start turning. Oh, breakdancing on ESPN. Oh wow, let's watch this. Right? I didn't say anything. You know what? I said, you know what? Let's just watch this. All right? They go across the panel with judges. I'm talking about a whole this is a championship beatboxing tournament that's going on right now that I'm watching on ESPN. And it all makes sense. Oh, they want to try to say they created the B-boy element. All these people are trying to attach themselves to hip hop because we already talked about this. Going to the archives. Not that far back, 3-4 videos, you will get all of that, what I'm talking about, right? But I saw it for the first time with my own eyes on the big screen. And I said, wow, not one in sight, not one of us. Oh, it was all Mexicans, Dominicanos, Latinos, Puerto Ricos, yeah. Hey, 1, 2, 3, 4, aritos, aritos. That's all I heard. That's all I heard, and that's all I saw for a B-boy championship. You don't have any black people. Shameful. Let me just break this down for people in the back that might not have their books open, that might not have did their research, and might not have studied their notes last night. I appreciate y'all. And you know what? If you had something to do with this, let me give it to you. I want to break it down. So, okay. So y'all done created hip hop with us, right? We didn't have nothing to do with creating Mexicano music and Latino music, reggaeton. We had nothing to do with that, but you guys created all of that. Then you came to America and you said, we're going to help the black people. We want to help y'all. Look what we're going to help y'all. Nah, man. Fat Joe should be ashamed of himself. Busta Rhymes should be ashamed of themselves. It's wild to see, my G. It's wild to see. And it's shameful because imagine a black person, imagine me saying, hey, I just want to tell y'all that, you know, us black people, we help create Mexican music. All the Mexican music, all the Mexican music we influenced and helped created, you would be looking at me like I was crazy. But hey, man, hey, come on, man. GMB, chill, dog. GMB, hey, look, chill, dog. No, don't trip, dog. He with us. GMB, he with us, man. He tripping right now. He been drinking. Because that's what it would sound like you was drinking. Imagine I said, hey, I just want to let you know, black people, we was side by side with Puerto Ricans and, we helped them create Latino music, the cha-cha. We put the cha-cha down. We did that first, the cha-cha. We gave that. Come on, man. Y'all wouldn't accept. That sound crazy. And let me help you. Let me help you a little more. Fat Joe's parents, Big Pun parents, any Puerto Rican in New York that's talking like this, their parents did not listen to rap. And know that and would not say they had anything to do with creating. Because you got to think, it wouldn't have just came from Big Pun. It would have been something that would be accepted in your house. See, back in those days, the Puerto Ricans, they didn't like rap. They didn't believe in rap. God did. Say no, I'm saying. No, I'm playing. Listen. But no, seriously though, they didn't believe in hip hop, my G. They parents, Fat Joe had to get out his mama house because he was doing that boobity bop music what the black kids was doing. Fat Joe had to, that's why he was out his house so early. 13 years old. He was like, I'm leaving then because I'm going to do the boobity bop music that I see the black kids doing. That's what happened. It was no creation. And I understand now. Oh, I understand now. They want a piece of this. But the problem is, we are in the time of awakening. That's going to land. I won't want to stay on that too long, but I wanted to use that to land this plane and let you know we are in a time of awakening. Oh, and we are on code way more than you believe, bro. You got to know. I'm going to tell you how I know we on code way more because the people that I thought wouldn't be hearing these videos, they hearing these videos. Oh, I ain't lying to you. Some months ago, I had got reached out to by some people for talking about the Cali stuff. Yeah, but see, this time it's this time it's people letting me know they're hearing the video. Oh, everybody that's on code with this doesn't even have to be talking to each other, but the words is so strong. The message is so powerful that it's crisscrossing and it's lapping the globe 1,000 times. Right now, it's a reason. It's a reason why I got my channel where I got my channel right now, just at 12,000 subscribers. But I got the voice that I got, and I've been speaking this for years, my G. And it's just wild that all things come full circle because I got a platform, small. We growing organically, my G. But I got something. I got a stepping stool I can step on real quick to say something, yo. I'm not the biggest. Yeah. We going there. But I got a stepping stool right here where I can just stand up real quick and say, yo. Yeah. This Virginia, baby. Hip hop. You crazy? You can't talk hip hop without talking Virginia. You can't talk hip hop without talking the Carolinas. Oh, it get deep. When you really want to talk about who was doing hip hop before the 60s, before New York, before y'all start, because a lot of people that was coming to New York was coming from the South before the immigrants was coming, before the Jamaicans was coming. It was, we can really get deep and we ain't even got to do that. Y'all should be ashamed of yourself on trying to, especially Puerto Rican people. I get Buster. Buster rhymes look black, right? So Buster was able to, when I was young, I thought Buster was black, bro. Buster said out his own mouth that he was embarrassed to mix his culture with black people culture because he didn't think we would accept it. So if you was afraid to mix your Jamaican culture with our culture, then how can Jamaican culture have anything to do with creating it? You was scared to mix it. You was scared to be yourself, Buster Rhymes. And I know they hearing it because I'm seeing the clips, I'm seeing the chop ups, I'm seeing the responses, I'm seeing the comments, I'm getting the DMs. I'm seeing the screenshots. I know it is what it is. That's how you got to know we on code. Our.Nations.Code. On code. O-N. Our Nations. O-N. O.N. Our Nation. Our Nation. It's a code that's going to come about this. And this is the thing. I'm just talking now. Y'all know how I do. For the time y'all got me, I'm just talking now. But we on code more than you think we are. And that's what they scared of. That's the power. That's the real power. When I can say something and make it shake. I told you, I'm like, yo, bro, y'all in Cali. Salute to them boys in Cali, man. But y'all in Cali. You worried about Philly dudes that probably ain't coming to Cali. Y'all so quick to want to do some violence or damage, but y'all ain't that quick to try to. Y'all ain't on code. Y'all ain't on code, but trust me, it's ones in Cali that's tired of that gang. They tired of the killing. They tired of y'all. Y'all ain't, bro, what? Y'all doing all this killing and y'all ain't put nothing in the neighborhood. Y'all done did all this killing and y'all ain't rehab nothing. Y'all had Nip to show y'all how to go back into the same neighborhood you destroyed, get the property, rehab it, but y'all killed him too. Y'all killed him too. Okay. Our.Nations.Code. Our.Nations.Code. Our Nation. You know who that is. Them N-words, them boys. You know who that is. They gonna have their nation's code. You gotta know that the KKK and whoever, they got a code they go by. The Mexicans, the reason why they act like that towards us, because they all got a code that they go by. The reason why we are now just figuring out like, oh, everybody, the reason is because we the only ones on the face of the planet that ain't on code. You think you gonna go to the jungles of the wherever the jungles is with them people, them savage, them people that still at, and you don't think they on code with that white dude that came over there and tried to bring the Bible to that one island some years ago, and them people, them cannibals over there, smoked them and ate them because they was on code. Now, the problem is they done got y'all believing that we are off code now. Don't get it wrong now. But it ain't nothing that can't be fixed, my G. Huh? It ain't nothing that can't be fixed with some big dogs standing in front of it. That's all I'm saying. And some queens. And a couple geniuses. I tell my old lady she a genius all the time. Cause my old lady a genius. In real life. Oh, in real life. Oh, I put it next to your Miss Becky. Who is Becky? I put it next to Miss Becky and Karen. I put my wife right there. Credit score high, everything. So all I'm saying is we on code more than they saying we are. But it's about really getting it on code, my G. Let me give you the one thing I like about the lives is that it's direct to consumer. I told y'all already. It's direct. This ain't scripted. This is all real passion. It's not scripted. The pre-records I could give y'all, it ain't scripted neither. Them joints I just record them to the phone and I can chop up. All right. Tupac was trying to get y'all on code with thug life. He was using thug life as a metaphor. He was saying, we want to say we are thugs. This is thug life. This is where we come from. But we can grow into men. We can turn into entrepreneurs. We can turn into actors and rap. That's what Pac was trying to do. And he was doing that, and then he got smoked. Oh, right? So his message kind of died with him because he didn't get it out to the people. He just was trying to do something, right? Fast forward how 30 years, here we go. We got Nipsey. Pac said he would spark the brain and the mind that'll change the world. Well, here come Nipsey. Indoctrinated. He loved Tupac. All right. He's doing the same thing. He knows that to get to these people, to get to my people, I got to be hands-on. I can't be a DJ Academics. I can't be a Show Flacco talking, but I ain't never did it. So he got hands-on. He got into the gangs because he knew he had to do that to reach the people he was trying to reach. But Nipsey never, I know y'all believe he was, but he was never deep in the game like that mentally. That's how he was able to rise above Big U and everybody else, because he talked to y'all. Oh, ain't nobody. But then he rose up. That was Nipsey. And he was trying to show y'all how to get on code. Opportunity zones. He start doing media. He start showing y'all. Oh, and then he got. Oh, now the marathon. Everybody say it continues, but where do it continue at? If it don't, I'm gonna just continue it in my crib with my son and my family. But For the West Coast, y'all supposed to be buying up Slauson. He was showing y'all the opportunity zone. Y'all supposed to be still buying up all the property. Is anybody continuing the marathon? Nope. Nah, they not continuing the marathon, my G. They doing Puma run. None of my business. Okay, fast forward to me. Fast forward to me. I'm just going. I learned from Pac and Nipsey just to give up the game. I don't need the race. I'm just gonna give up the game. You feel what I'm saying? So I'm just gonna give up the game. And listen what I'm saying to you. If my phone, if we lose signal, I'm gonna lock out and then I'm gonna lock back in. But I'm just gonna give up the game. I'm just gonna give it. I don't want to wait. Yeah, I don't want to. Nah, cause see, that's what. Once you start trying to devise a plan, this is good and evil. Once you start trying to devise a plan and you start trying to line up and you start trying to be the spook by the door. I don't know if y'all remember Nipsey saying that, but Nipsey said he was the spook. Nipsey went on the Breakfast Club, and said he was the spook by the door. Y'all might not have caught that, but the higher ups and elites, they caught that. He knows something. You heard what he said? Spook by the door. And he was out of here. Me, I'm just gonna give you the game, my G. I'm gonna give you the game. I'm gonna tell you what it is. So on code, our nations. We are a nation, black people. Yeah. Money, food. Oh, okay, yeah. I don't know. Yeah, you gonna have to retype that. Gave up money, food. But look, hey, look. We are a nation, my G. Yeah, I'm in the garage now. You already know I give it up. We are a nation. We are a nation. This is something, again, they don't want us to cap on. We are a nation of people, the N-word. We are a nation of the N-word. Negro farmers. They were indentured service. They was here to crop the land and they owned farms. Oh, and the night watchers or the slave owners, whatever you want to call them, they were squatters on these farms. And the U.S. government made laws in like the 1890s that let these squatters squat on your farm illegally for 2 months, and then they will be able to buy your farm. Now, I could I could go deeper, right? But I'm not. I'm gonna just tell you, the game is the game, and I'll give you some more. I'll give you some more. I'm gonna drop. It is what it is. So we a nation of people, and when we become on code, and we become a nation, then we can start making orders. Then we can start demanding what it is. Oh, it's coming. One thing you got to know is it's coming. And they know that. You can feel that. That's why you come to this channel. And salute to, again, like I always say, salute to everybody that's going to come back. Because one thing you got to know, one thing for sure, two things for certain. I do these lives, then I come back and I check the numbers, and it's, so salute to everybody that watches it overnight. Yeah, salute. It was a reason for that, my G. We don't believe in coincidences over here. So if you just came over here and I'm live, then you need to wipe your feet at the door, my G. Make sure you like that. Make sure you tap in. Make sure them notifications is on. Yeah, they've been shadow banning me for a while, my G. They've been shadow banning Grown Man Business TV for a while. Because I get to talking about celebrities. I get to talking. But if you catch me on the live, if you catch me on the good, I'm going to give up that game. On code, our nations. Don't be afraid to be black. One thing these people, one of the reasons why they hate us as well is because we ain't never been afraid to be us. It don't matter if we went through slavery. We still stand on business. And when it got what's ours. We never ran to England or ran to Africa or ran to no other place. We stood on business. And once you start digging into these people, let me make sure my phone right. Once we start digging into these people culture, like I just found out about the Mexicans classifying themselves as white. That is wild to me. You can't even, and then deeper than that, America looked over us and tried to give the Mexican, back in the day, tried to give them like real citizenship, and they didn't want it. They just wanted to be able to classify as white, and that's what they allowed them to do. Ain't that wild, man? Yo. So if you know, like, I know Mexicans. I got homies that's Mexicans. I asked them. And then I want to see if they was going to try to lie, what they was going to say. And you know what? They said yes. And now I'm kind of like, they, they eat my dog, and but it ain't nothing like that. But it's like, damn, I don't know, man. I feel like, you knew that? That's shameful, bro. I would be ashamed if my people. I'd rather just say my people went through slavery then. We don't even know. I ain't never seen a slave ship. I done traveled the world, my G. I ain't never seen a museum with a slave ship in it, dog. So you could really see, because you can't tell me you had that. No, dog. You can't tell me you had even 200 or 300 people on a wooden ship with no motor. I'm talking about and taken, bro. Like, taken, not like willingly coming to America. You see these people, like when the Italians come over here, when the Cubans came over here, them big boats that they had, it might have been like 500 people on one of them boats. And them boats was huge tanker boats with big engines in them and, mad fuel to get them people over here. You trying to tell me you had 300 people on a wooden boat that was being sailed by, you had sails in the air that the wind was, come on, man. That's why they never made it to America. The people that was doing that a little bit was making it to the islands. They couldn't even make it through the currents to get to America. That's why people fly from here to Africa. Because you can't get through them currents. You got to go through you got to go through the islands to get to Africa. You can't, you can't just get on a boat. These motherfuckers act like these motherfuckers was just on a boat and they just flew across the ocean. No, they was stopping in Jamaica, Haiti, all that. They was doing all that. And it get deep when it come to that. Because Jamaica, when they was bringing slaves and they couldn't get through the currents to get to America, they would stop in Jamaica, and that was like a buck breaking farm. Oh, did you know that? Did you know that Jamaica? So the Jamaican people like Busta Rhymes, right? I gotta do it. Nobody ain't stepped up and said Busta Rhymes. Nobody, so I'll do it. So Busta Rhymes, y'all seen it? If you go back and look at the Busta Rhymes video, I got pictures of Busta Rhymes in halter tops. Busta Rhymes got a halter top. He's standing with Janet Jackson. I remember when he used to dress like that. I was old enough and I was into hip hop. And I remember when Busta used to do that. He was stepping out of the box. He was showing his feminine ways a little bit back in those days, because you had to be rough, rugged, and raw to be in hip hop. It was black, and Busta would get on MTV, and I didn't know about the higher ups at Elise back then. I didn't know about the parties. So I would see Busta in these halter tops, and I would just be like, you know what I'm saying? It just never was for me. It just never was my thing, Busta Rhymes. But let's talk about the slave thing. Angles. My angles are my angles, your angles are your angles, and we put them together, we could change the world. Listen, so the Jamaicans, the Mexicans, the Puerto Ricans, they always talk about black people in slavery. But they never talk about the slavery that took place in Jamaica. Let's talk about that. Oh, okay. So the slave owners that was doing a little bit of slave trading, they couldn't make it through the currents to get to America. Oh, it flipped boats over and take the whole Titanic down trying to get through them currents. So they ended up coming. They always would have to come down through the islands. So they was coming. Let me tell you, they was coming down through these islands. They was coming down through these islands. They would stop in Jamaica. Oh, this is facts. Now, when they would get there, a lot of people would be dying. That's why I say I ain't never seen a slave ship. You got to think the vermin, the feces, all the stuff that would be on these wooden ships. A wooden ship with no engine, my G, that's sailing, and you got dead bodies that you throwing over. You got motherfuckers that ain't dead. They throwing up because you done took them from their land. They throwing up. They got diarrhea. He done had a diarrhea for 2 months because you done took them off this slave ship, right? By the time they get to Jamaica, half the slaves is done. They done threw half the slaves off the ship. The other half is sick, and they vermin. They nasty. These slaves that they had on these nasty ships that they was, you can only imagine. So they get to Jamaica. Now this is facts, right? And they would start to buck break. Because the Europeans was very homo. They was very LBG 1, 2, 3 ABC community. They've been like that since the Roman days. We all know that. That could be a whole nother video where I can dig into that. But they still have statues with little boys and stuff like that. The Romans, so the Europeans, they've been like this. So they would get to Jamaica and they would just start, not like trying to scare nobody. They would be breeding them too. Trying to breed them and do things like that over there because they was having a problem getting to the Americas. It was very few slaves that actually made it to the Americas. Oh, that was a lot. That's why I said you don't never seen a slave ship. You ain't never, bro, you think millions of slaves would have came over here from Africa? It would still be, especially in Virginia, the first slave state. I would have been able to find slave houses just going through the woods. I ain't never seen the slave house. I seen cotton before though, but I ain't never seen no remnants of no slave house. Bruh, my people from North Carolina, my grandma was from South Carolina. She ain't never say her mama was a slave. Nobody want no, hey, at least my peoples want no, we ain't come from Africa. My people come from, yeah, that's a whole nother story, my G. So why don't the Jamaicans talk about that? Why don't they talk about when they was getting conquered, when they was bringing slaves over there? That was a buck breaking, breeding. Jamaica was a breeding camp. That's what they used Jamaica for before it became conquered by England and whatever they did with that. Cause we could talk about that too, Jamaica. All right. So I get into my little stage because it's mind-boggling, bro. If we men and we talking and come on, bro, what did you talk about hip hop? You can't even these dudes ain't even classifying as they race on their applications, but you want to claim hip hop? You want to say you had something to do with hip hop, but you can't even you claiming that you a Caucasian on your come on, man. And then the Jamaicans that say they claim hip hop, y'all done been conquered 3 or 4 times. It was a breeding camp over there. Let's just address that before y'all even try to come. We don't have culture. Whew. Buster, hey, Buster, man, you tripping, bro. And we ain't no puppies over here, bro. Yeah, we ain't no puppies, man. So my son gonna know about the breeding camps over there. So just in case you want to try to talk your culture, we gonna talk your culture and our culture. We the only ones that never was afraid to stand in this. You never, bro, you got exceptions to the rules where you got some black people that acted white. That's what they called it back in the day, acting white. Just like they would say acting black, right? But you always had black power. You always had black elders, black people talking, handling business, talking about F them, yeah, whoop, 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 F the man, whatever it was. We always stood on business. We the only ones, now that I'm realizing this, that's doing that. Mexicans, y'all don't stand on business. Y'all classify as Caucasian, the majority of y'all, not all Mexicans. I never said all anybody. You understand what I'm saying? I never said all. But the majority, Puerto Ricans, 80% of y'all. That's the stat. That's the statistic. You can't fight me. You can't be mad at me. That's the stats. 80% of y'all classify as white. Bro, you learn something new every day. You learn something new every day. And look, man. Look, man, it is what it is gonna be. But that's crazy to me, dog. All right. So what's gonna end up happening is this. And really what ignited this was, I think, was the hip hop thing. When it comes to black people, we done gave up, bro, we done gave y'all everything. A lot of y'all just took. Y'all, I could go deep with it, but I'm gonna just give y'all one prime example that's gonna really make you know how deep this go. Jack Daniels whiskey. When I was growing up, me and my friends never drank Jack Daniels whiskey because it was white, it was like white people whiskey. But come to find out, a slave made that recipe, the Jack Daniel whiskey, and he gave it to the slave master who was Jack Daniels, and Jack Daniels patented it because he was a slave master and took it. So the whole time we wasn't drinking Jack Daniels whiskey because it's like white boy whiskey. It was made up. It's all ours. We done gave y'all everything, y'all done took the rest. But hip hop is the one thing that I don't think my generation, nobody within that realm is gonna let y'all slide with that one, cuz. It ain't gonna happen. Y'all all, bro, come on, man. Y'all all thought hip hop was a fad, man. Imagine y'all always racing towards it. Now you got Mexican hip hop rap, you got Latino female rappers, Puerto Rican, Dominican, rapping, bro. White people. Yo, y'all ancestors is rolling over in their grave at the thought. That's probably what they have. If they went down there to hell, then their punishment is to watch y'all do our culture. Their punishment is to watch y'all act like us. I mean, if I can't get no realer than that. Our ancestors ain't, bro. Yeah, we killing each other. Yeah, we got some problems. Trust me, dog. All it takes is 5 solid soldiers, bro. Somebody get Rose in the room. Tell them I need an acre of land and I need some resources, and we'll do a reprogram, reprogram, and get all the young adolescent shooters on that joint for a week or two. And I have people come out. We'll reteach them. We're not gonna reteach you to be no, you thugging in the streets, right? You thugging. Okay, well, this how you thug. This, you a shooter. Okay, this where you shoot at. And this how you shoot. Oh, okay, you a soldier. Okay, now it's an army. 2 weeks out the month, every month. We got 40 kids in there, 40 young men. I'm going to do something like that. It's in my brain. Because I know how to change it. And I'm just talking about just me. So you get 5 other like-minded men in the room. We changing this. I couldn't have been from California. That niggas would have been like, yo, bugged out. But yeah. I couldn't, yeah. We had a meeting. Somebody having a meeting. We having a meeting. You feel what I'm saying? It's simple. Y'all ancestors is rolling in their grave for y'all trying to claim hip hop. They can't believe it, man. Trust me. Oh, they can't believe it, my friend. My friend, what? My friend. My grandkid, my friend. You hear me go? My grandkid. Hey, it's no way. Come on, man. We the only ones stood in that. They try to push slavery on us. It ain't looking, something ain't right. We got to figure all this out. They need to pay the money up. Y'all now just are beginning to be exposed now because, y'all been hiding behind it. They've been doing this for a long time, classifying as white. That's what I'm starting to do. They was talking like, yeah, man, that's just, like, I'm like, how did this? He's like, that's just what it is. Like when they come over here, whoever the immigrant that came over here, that's what they informed them. And then they just pass it down. So the youngsters don't even really know why or how, they just do it. I mean, they understand though. They all understand why they do it because you don't want to be classified as black, boy. You want to act black. I told y'all, everybody want to be black till it's really time to be black. That's what make us different from y'all. Because we really black. We really this. It's not an act, you know what I'm saying? It really is what it is. Oh, and I always loved it. When I was young, I didn't like I used to try to dodge the sun in the summer and get hot in VA. It get hot. But when I got older, I started going to vacationing, and I'm everywhere with my shirt off. I'm trying to get as black as possible. Ask my old lady. We go on wherever I'm at in the vacation. If it's palm trees, shirts is off. If it's palm trees, shirts is off. And I'm in the sun. Oh, yeah. That's what they scared of. Oh, they scared of that. The code. We gonna figure this code out. Oh, it's gonna be nationwide. Well, every N-word, no. Yo, okay, this what it is. If it is beef, this how I gotta be handled because we not gonna get off code. Okay, so it ain't gonna be no beef. Okay, so we gonna get some money. Okay, we ain't gonna get no money. Okay, but you know what? It's gonna be some beef. It's gonna be violence. You can't stop all violence. Yeah, I like violence sometimes. Yeah, sometimes I feel like it's violence. So I like it. I don't want to get rid of violence. I like it sometimes. That's why I got guns all over the crib. In case you come up in here, I can give you some violence. But other than that, if we ain't protecting the village, if we ain't protecting our community, we needed like 5 states. Yo, you get black people. Yo, let me tell you something. Mexicans got Mexico. They got a whole land mass, bro. Y'all don't want Mexico. Y'all want to be in America. Give us Mexico. And watch what we do with that. Y'all not like us, bro. Y'all just act like us. Give black people Mexico and watch what happens. We'll be a global power in 10 years. Yeah, you give black people Mexico and y'all Mexico people come to America. And you can hang with the Caucasians, what y'all do, and we can go get ours and do what we want to do. Imagine that. That beautiful land out there in Mexico. Y'all don't know what to do with it. But y'all want to talk about hip hop and y'all want to talk about black culture. Yeah, we ain't got South America. Not the N-words. So in South America, you got Brazil, you got these, the dark-skinned Brazilians, they get treated bad out there. The dark-skinned Dominicans, they get treated bad out there. The dark-skinned Puerto Ricans, they get treated bad out there. I told you, Bro, I'm not your average blogger. I done been around. I done did this. It don't faze me for real when I see it. I done been around, dog. So you can't tell me, nah, ain't no N-words down there, dog. You don't know, you off code, you don't know what I'm talking about right now. But you can, but get some games. Stay tuned with us. Yeah, stay tuned with us. Running to America. Give up Mexico. So y'all want to run to America and keep these bro, hey, what? Yo, we gonna address it or not? Y'all not like us, cuz. All right, cool. That's all I wanted to say. That's all I really was just trying to say. My son gonna know he got it honest from his daddy too. Yeah, he already acting a certain way. You feel me? You crazy? And I'm thinking about I ain't even gonna lie. I'm thinking about putting another one in him. Yeah, how about I have a whole gang of little boys? Man, what? You crazy? How about I do that? How about I'm thinking about it. Yeah, 5, 6, go NBA young boy, 10 little boys running around with the same last name and the same daddy and the same mama. They'll go to war with you. They'll go to war. Yeah, when you raise them like that, they'll go to war with you. All right. I told you my son get me hype. I ain't gonna make this. I've already been up here too long. You feel what I'm saying? Hold on. I already been up here too long, but I'm gonna definitely Yeah. 70 minutes. Oh, well over an hour. Salute. Yeah. Salute to Tariq Nasheed, man. Tariq Nasheed got a bunch of documentaries coming out. He got a bunch of like movies coming out. I can't wait for him to drop. He got the one he's gonna explain. He gonna debunk all this. All this I be talking, he gonna give it to y'all, and it's gonna be in the documentary. I can't wait to see it. I love his work. I love Tariq Nasheed's work. I like his interviews, his information that he give up, the game he give up. He giving it up now. You ain't gotta be a star. You ain't gotta be a trillionaire. You need to give up the game now. Once they think you got the game, they try to smoke you. But if you just give it up, they can't smoke you. You're going to try to hold the game for yourself. You're going to try to capitalize and monetize off the game yourself because everybody want to get rich and don't want nobody else to eat. Everybody want to be the man. That's when they smoke you. When you just come into this, I got the game, we got the game, and we on code. Oh, we on code. You touch me. Hey, that's why I say I don't know how they do it in Cali. You couldn't, nah. It'll be 100 in front of your mama house. You won't be able to live in the city. You won't be able to live in the city. You touch me. So how about I multiply that by multiple different angles and get it from my city to your city to their city to our city. You touch me, you. Once that is established, and we gonna get there. Trust what I'm telling you. We already past 12,000 subscribers. We approaching 1,300. 13,000. You know what I'm saying? We gonna grow organically. I look at the numbers, but I don't sweat the numbers. A lot of these dudes is sweating the views. I like to see the videos get views. I salute the videos when they get views. I love it. I'm just like everybody else. I like it. I like the views, but I don't care, my G. I don't care like they do. Trust me. I done seen it. I done touched it. I done spent it. I done felt it. I'm trying to get M's now. It is what it is. YouTube is cool. If we can get some M's on YouTube, we can figure it out. But me and my wife, we running money plays. We trying to get big bags. I love YouTube. I'm giving the game up over here. The paper come, then the paper come. Other than that, it is what it is. But I done synced this. I done touched it. I ain't trying to get it off YouTube. So when I come over here, it is what it is. And I told you, ain't nobody going to address it. That's why I lean into y'all ear. Ain't nobody going to say my name. Ain't nobody going to address it. Because if you address it, then you got to address it on grown man business. I don't do no cursing. I don't do no disrespecting. You got to cut. And ain't none. Yeah. It ain't too many of them up here like that. It's a few, maybe 2 or 3. I'm definitely one. So it is what it is. That's why it is what it is. Now again, I told y'all when you come in here, you giving up your time and your energy. You giving up your time and your energy, the 2 highest forms of currency. Time and energy. Yeah, I'm trying to give y'all some game. When you give your time and your energy all at the same time, and we got 27 people up in this joint, and then you gonna have thousands of people that see it. They gonna give their time and their energy. You got to know I feel it. So that's why it's always passion when I'm dealing with y'all. Always gonna be passion when I'm dealing with y'all. You feel what I'm saying? Because it's time and energy. When I get off these lives, I be, it's almost like a workout. I feel like I worked out. Yeah. Cause it's not just talking. When you doing this is I want to say a talent. I've always been good at that. Seeing through the smoke and mirrors. A long time ago, I was talking like this. Before cell phones, I had a little camera. And I used to do these videos. BPM, Black Power Movement. And I used to talk like this and post it on Facebook or post it here. You feel me? I've been doing this. Now it's just time, and the time is now. The time is now. The time is now. And it's not just for me. Because you ever lived in a big house? You ever had a crib, 4,000 square feet, whatever? You don't really, it's big, bro. You don't, unless you're a selfish person, you want a family, you want somebody. A lot of these, right, they want their homies living. Somebody need to live with you. I don't want this for myself. I want this for me, for all N-words. For all the N-words, man. All the years that they was trying to make us feel a way about the N-word, but they wanted to be it the whole time, and I lived to see it. I'm here to talk about it. Niggas, the whole time, bro. All through school, even the kids back in the day when they was first going to the first integrated and the first black person to go to the school, all those white kids was laughing and spitting at this, but they was jealous. They really wanted to be her. I mean, you wouldn't be able to tell nobody that. You have to see it in due time. In years to come, where their grandkids are now emulating us. Karma. You gonna pay in either way. It is what it is. So listen, man, I appreciate y'all. Y'all already know what time it is. And we gonna definitely lock in. I've been coming live lately. I've been making sure I make time to get onto the channel to drop these gems. YouTube been up and down like a roller coaster, man. It's like, I looked at it for a little while and I was just like, man, do I really want to even be on YouTube? Like, YouTube is a wild place. And it's weird, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, it's a reason for this. It's a reason for this, bro. There's no way you can down black people on this soil, bro. Listen, rewatch this video. I'm telling you, they literally was trying to make Mexican citizens and they denied it and said, they had coalitions fighting the U.S. government saying, we don't want to be citizens. We want to classify as Caucasian. Bro, we ain't nothing else to talk about, bro. You need to address that. That need to be said. We don't need to talk, bro. We not the same. Same thing with anybody, bro. When it comes to black people, we need the respect we deserve, bro. Everybody leeching off this and eating off this and acting like we ain't do it. And who did it, y'all? Come on, man. Come on, man. You would tell the kids that? That's the crazy. Before I leave, listen. They told the kids Columbus found America, so that let me know they'll tell you anything. As long as you let them paint the narrative, they gonna paint it. Oh, Jamaica. They gonna have a whole Olympics trying to act like we didn't have nothing to do with that. And y'all don't, exactly, the ancestors script, you don't feel it? You don't feel it? I do. What, man, bruh. It's not scripted, bruh. So sometimes you gotta understand, I don't even know where it's coming from, but I feel it. You can't do it in front of my face, bruh. Nah, I'm a man, bruh. I'm a man, bro. My whole childhood you've been taking. Now you gonna do it? Nah. You gonna take it? Nah, you can't take hip hop, dog. Somebody gotta say something. All right, no, my bad. All right, it is what it is. It is what it is, bro. The ancestors is in your genetics. Yeah, it's in your blood. You can't run from that. That's what I'm saying. You can't run from that. We never ran from it because they always been screaming through us. Bruh, listen, I need like a camp. Grown man, GMBC, grown man business camp. It's a 4-week retreat in Atlanta, Georgia. 60 kids, 60 young men. 1 week they showing them how to load guns and shoot guns, how to aim the guns. 1 week they deprogramming them, teaching them about Huey P. Newton, Bobby Seale. Yeah. Real hitters, real shooters, real revolutionaries. Another week, we're going to teach them about economics. Another week, we're going to teach them how to grow plants. Come on, dog. Send them back out in the world. They'll know who to shoot at then if it's time to shoot. That's it. That's all you need. Niggas got 100 acres. Motherfucker got 200-300 acres. And they ain't nobody thought of even of that yet. Yo, let's get like a... So you heard it here first. You heard it here first. 4 weeks out there. 4 weeks, 1 month. 3 months, 4 weeks straight, 2 acres. That's all you need. And build up like little houses like army, you know what I'm talking about? Like them army hut joints. Them army hut, them joints is cheap. Build them up out of the Home Depot. 40 of them joints. And you take the little dudes out their environment, take them to the woods where they can, bro, I used to go to camp. I know what it means to go to camp. Take you out the hood, take you from Norfolk, Virginia to North Carolina where you can ride horses. I thank my mama for that, I'm telling you. But instead of riding horses, yeah, we sure, okay, all right, y'all got, all right. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know. I don't even, that's one thing, I look at it, but I don't really look at it, dog, it is what it is. I'll read a message and I don't know really what you mean or how you meaning it. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people write fast, they text fast. You know, I don't mess with the chat like that. I'll let y'all rock the chat out. You know what I'm saying? Salute to all the day ones that's gonna ride in the chat. That's gonna make sure it is what it is. I see y'all. I be scrolling through. You feel me? Yeah. Keep that under control. And paper is paper. Money is money. Currency is currency. Back in the day, it wasn't paper. Back in the day, it was whoever could live closest to the water. That was the resource. Who had the harbor? Yeah, who had the harbor so they could have boats and they could go to different lands and they could trade. Yeah, that was the big. So money is money. We gonna get money. Oh, youngin, I'm about to do a video. I'm gonna let y'all go, but I'm gonna do a video just like the discipline. If you go on my page, I did a discipline video. I suggest all youngsters go get an eye of that. You got a son, let him watch that. You got I'm about to say, you got a nephew, let him watch that. I'm about to do another one called patience. These are principles that men, these are characteristics that men need to have you as a man. You're not considered a man if you don't have discipline, if you don't have patience. You have a few other things. So, you know, patience. If you got enough patience, my G, you can live to 120. If you got enough patience, my G, you will live long enough to see white people go from hating black people to emulating black people. If you have enough patience, you'll go from seeing all that stuff that happened back in the day to seeing a black president, I guess. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So we won't be keeping it grown man. Yeah, it's grown man business at all times. You know, we gonna have a little fun, man. We gonna have a little fun, but this one right here, I had to really, yo. Mexicans, Puerto Ricans classify themselves mostly as white. You should ask your friend if they're Puerto Rican. Do they classify as Hispanic? If you're Puerto Rican, when you go to a job, what do you classify yourself as? Latino? The numbers, hey, it is what it is. So listen, man, on code. Don't get scared because we gonna get on cold like y'all. Don't get scared because we gonna get on cold like y'all and we gonna start pointing the finger at y'all like y'all always pointed the finger at us. Don't get scared now. All right, just understand, relax. Relax, take it easy. We just getting on cold. That's all we doing. And once we get on, and we on cold more than y'all trying to make it seem like it. I know it. I know y'all like to act like we are so divided. No. It's a lot of us saying the same thing I'm saying right now in different ways, and we all being hurt. You hear this. So it is what it is, and it'll be what it's going to be. Listen, you already know how we do that. Grown Man Business TV, you feel what I'm saying? You can tap in, you can tap out, but you know my slogan. You know what I suggest. And I suggest you tap in. I suggest you tap into this grown man business. I suggest you tap into this grown man content at all times. You already know what it is. Straight off the brick into the bottle, straight off the brick into the bottle, straight raw, pure, uncut, no extras, no preservatives. We not sugarcoat nothing, we not dressing nothing up. Mexicanos, Puerto Ricans, huh? Yeah, everybody, giving it to you straight, raw, my G. Straight raw, my G. It is what it is, and it'll be what it's gonna be. Y'all gonna respect it, or you gonna check it.